Nowhere in the world is Christmas more celebrated than in Germany. Many of the traditions we have, like the Christmas tree, have come to us from Germany.
Saint Nick visits children on December 6th and leaves apples, nuts, and sweets for the good children and coal for the naughty children.
On Christmas Eve, the families have a special dinner, which usually includes carp.
After dinner, the children must leave the room while the parents trim the tree and light the candles.
Each child gets his or her own table stocked with gifts from Kris Kringle.
Before they open their gifts, the family members hold hands and sing Old Tannenbaum.
Oh, Christmassy, as we know.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, with thankful leaves unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree, with thankful leaves unchanging. Not only green in summer heat, but also winter snow and sleet. Oh, Christmas tree, with thankful leaves unchanging.
There's an old saying that Christmas lasts a month in Sweden. Of course, it doesn't really last a whole month, but the celebration of the season certainly does. The festival begins on December 13th with Lucia Day. Lucia Day begins very early for Swedish families. Before sunrise, the oldest girl in the house dresses up like Lucia, the Queen of Light. She wears a white robe and puts a wreath on with 7 lighted candles on her head. She carries a tray of coffee and buns to each member of her family while singing the old Sicilian song, Santa Lucia.
Students go off to their jobs and schools to continue the celebrating. Many towns and cities elect their own Lucia to preside over festivals and to lead a candlelight parade through the streets.
Christmas Eve is a high point of the Swedish holiday. It is a day of family feasting and togetherness. In the evening, the white candles of the Christmas tree are lit, and the children anxiously wait for a Jotman or Santa Claus to distribute the gifts.
St. Stephen's Day, December 26th, is also known as the second day of Christmas. It is the day for the animals when they are given generous amounts of food. It is also a day of caroling, singing, a great hospitality with friends and neighbors.
Christmas is mostly a season of celebration for the children of France, and they are the only ones who receive gifts from Père Noël, Father Christmas. Every region of France is a little different in the way it celebrates the season, but most are rich with traditions, legends, and customs. Before going to bed on Christmas Eve night, children put their shoes by the fireplace. They know that during the night, Père Noël will fill them with gifts. In France and Italy, every family has a Christmas manger scene. Italy is the country where the manger scene was created many centuries ago by Saint Francis.
Jesus, our brother,
the sheep with the curly horn. I gave him my wool, his blanket warm. I wore my coat on Christmas morn. I said the sheep with the curly horn. I said the dove from the rafters high. I put him to sleep so he would not cry. Sleep, my mate and I. I set up on the rafters high. Thus every beast must some good spell. They both are glad to tell. Giving gave Emmanuel, Jesus our brother, kind and good. I was glad to tell. Giving gave Jesus our mother, kind and good.
After Christmas dinner and poem, families gather around the Christmas tree. Starman arrives accompanied by the Star Boys. Starman gives the children questions and rewards them with small gifts.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Look, it's Starman and the Star Boys.
Did you come to bring us gifts? Only if you can answer my question. What town was Jesus born in?
Bethlehem.
Why was Jesus born in Bethlehem?
Because Mary is taking her child.
Who told Mary she would have a child?
Angel Gabriel.
Who followed a star to find baby Jesus?
The wise men.
Very good. Great job, everyone! I hope you all have a best Christmas.
Thank you, Starman and the Star Boys.
After presents are exchanged, everyone sits together for a homemade treat. Merry Christmas.
Today is the first day of the Jewish festival of Hanukkah. Last night, Jewish people all over the world celebrated by lighting the first candle.
This evening, 2 candles will be lit. Tomorrow, 3 candles, and so on until next Monday evening, when there will be 8 candles. The Hanukkah is a special candlestick used at Hanukkah.
Let's look in on a family who are about to light their Hanukkah.
Come, children, it's time to light the Hanukkah candles. Blessed are you, Lord, our King of the universe, who makes us holy through doing his commands and commands us to kindle the lights of Hanukkah. Amen.
Dad, tell us the story of Hanukkah.
Yes, Dad. Why do we light the candles? What is the Hanukkah about?
Okay, it all happened a very long time ago, almost 2,300 years ago. In those days, the Jewish people who was in a country that we now call Israel, they had a temple in the city of Jerusalem where they worshiped God.
And in those days, the land was ruled by the king of Syria, who was named Antiochus. He didn't believe in God and said he believed in Zeus and the other gods of Greece. Antiochus wanted everyone to be the same as him, so he made a law.
Everyone had better listen to this new law that I had just made. You must worship Zeus and the other Greek gods. If you don't, you will be put to death. Guard, take some soldiers and take over the Jewish temple in Jerusalem. Knock down their altar and put up a golden statue of the great god Zeus.
So the Syrian soldiers took command of the temple. They damaged the building. They stole the great gold candlesticks, and they put a statue of Zeus. They even put the near tongue, the everlasting light that stays in the synagogue all the time to remind us that God is there.
Right, men, put that statue of Zeus over here. Okay, you townspeople, you must come and worship the great god Zeus.
Matthias, the priest, was furious.
If you believe in God, follow me.
Many of the people, including Matthias' 5 sons, followed him to the hills. Before long, they had formed a small army led by Matthias' son, Judah. They had many battles with the Syrian troops and won so many of them that the people called Judah Maccabee, which means the hammer. Judah Maccabee and his army were successful that they soon drove Antiochus out of the land, and they were able to get to the temple back. But when they got there,
look at this mess, we have to clean it up.
But the near to mead is about to go out. We have to light it right away.
Judah, there's
Only 1 day's supply of oil in the lamp. What should we do?
we could light it anyway and pray to God that the flame keeps burning.
When Judah and his people had cleaned up the temple, they held a ceremony to dedicate it once again to worship of God. The Hanukkah means dedication, and for 8 days we light candles to remind us of the miracle that happened so long ago.
For Jewish people, Hanukkah is a special time like Christmas. It is a time when families get together and children are given presents. At Hanukkah, there are special games to play and special foods to eat.
Jews make a special point of eating foods like bread, which has been fried in lots of ways. A favorite potato pancakes called kuzi, which are made from potato mix, with flour and eggs and onions to make a thick mixture. Spoonfuls of the mixture are deep fried until they are golden brown and delicious.
My favorite game is Dreidel. A dreidel is a spinning top with letters on its 4 sides. When it stops spinning and falls over, one of the letters is on top. Children play where they win or lose sweets or coins based on which letter is facing up.
But Hanukkah also has a serious side. All those years, Judah Maccabee and his followers fought for the freedom to follow their own beliefs. On Hanukkah, Jews like to spend some time remembering how important it is to believe in your own religion.
December 8th is traditionally known as the beginning of the holiday season in Ireland.
Holly was traditionally used to decorate Irish homes at Christmas time.
The Irish like to swim in the icy cold sea for charity or fun.
Families will put candles in their windows to show that they want other family members to come home.
Because one day of Christmas, just as we know, December 26th is also a celebrated public holiday.
Hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't want a doll or a dinky toy. I just want a hippopotamus to play